It's impossible.
I've literally set it up. It's on paper.
Now that you've broken it, it's on the computer.
Gave Flash a copy.
Thank you. Oh my god, it is. That sounds like a destiny.
Are we good to go? Alright. The United States government signed an agreement between the United States and the United States concerning transatlantic hydrocarbon resources in the Gulf of Mexico. Contention: one is U.S. Mexico relations. U.S. Mexico relations are pivot form right now. Failure by the TVA, Russian collapse relations. That's carrying to also failure of the TVA may put a drug entry real life of passive rules relation any issue. The political impact of that in the TVA, setback U.S. Mexico relations, any issues more broadly. Each other country has highlighted domestic pollution that taken course for pollution said. And Mexico is one such agent. Members of the pan and with the Arabian verification. The U.S. not fully started being able to see the violent strokes and roll cars, and now it's key time. Oil invested is the only thing that solves the root factor for the U.S. limitation only started with violent. Although already always much only inside crazy investor, U.S. government advocate U.S. Indian trade and actually agree with those consequences and forceful relations. And now increased cooperation is the only way to resolve the drug war. That's present key to ourselves. Should the current north south planning see we're going to enter Mexico self-same radio rotation Mexico government wait for full car U.S. so we can affect its any-minute economic counterclocking after the Mexican government giving U.S. more funding possibly the drug cartels of Libya and that's giving us a second blue pressure to calming the drug wars at the expense of American interests. Now a strong Mexico will boost multilateral cooperation and collapse will cause international follow. Relations are key. Neil and Charles Mexico faces two vision to wait pilot on democracy they can wait say good on economy body U.S. counting our foreign power cloud chief country Mexico is more as important diplomatic voice strong Mexico much to the ally Taiwan U.S. in need of multilateral support that is not guaranteed. Mexico falls to a drug-driven dominance power, the lack of safety and illegal talent tailspin, destroying the foundation for the country's going middle class. Mexico will become the subject of multiple leaders, and it's another chain relationship trying to limit the international politics of going to sort there of Devon's Mexico whose waves of citizen north and troops and resources and country security border option though set Afghanistan as a state kind of military U.S. society. Concentration manpower national north will be north. Many U.S. citizens depend on Mexico for their survival. Create more emphasis and jobs for the U.S. and Mexico. Misinformation, misguided policy will have caused the Mexico future. Now, U.S. multilateral and critical literacy that solves the tension. Argument to also the U.S. partial literacy Australia possible instance of the CBO's ability to exercise power in multilateral framework. This has not been part of its going on violence or UN war to diminish the multilateral mechanism. Military might lead hostile state to accelerate programs by dominating. It becomes doubtful that the European strategy could be sustained. The Imperial Grand Chinese trade cooperation on terrorism, U.S. East cooperation. These partners for trade, financial stabilization, environmental protection, ranching the rights of China, others challenge. Uncontrolled North leadership risk of backlash. Powerful tension triggering self-encirclement. Now, contention to its premises dying down to the decreased production. First for deep water drilling, prime investors need to rebalance patterns. That's carrying to also mental skills to hold us accountable for the affairs. In order to double the deal option for the quote, all pleasures is decline. That's 75% Canada field for Schirmer Aff real application. Mexico will be a net import oil by 2020. This highlights the need for reform fuel subsidy. Mexico needs a diverse portfolio of future oil projects. Prime minister, including offshore privatization, interlocking chemical FT, develop offshore fields more broadly. Chemical technological country unlikely have the resource to deal with the problem that chemists and bureau government helping politicians with political decisions. Now, current resources are insufficient. International companies are determined. Privatization is not happening until if I want women started calling fixed costs without private financing and exploration. Our scramble reserve content, oil gas service, electric. Which had less conservative resources, customer able to refund look like Mexico probably economic interest. Mexico national trust in project right, the companies would invest. Mexico would expand the number of projects and the TVA solves the last cooperation leads to prime minister Mexico increased production and broader reforms. Broader reach of 2013, the TV relations, the legal foundation, energy skill, all holds a principle of national power, putting off the limits of domestic reform. The TV more disagree with improved rich relations. He will allow one wages more in Georgia production, prime support, complementing necessary raising more violent, regardless TV approval. Mexico having continuous email exploration near the U.S. border, the facility operating on TV, South inspection, prominently useful common resource. Mexico needs to without counterpart declining field, earning capital and payments alone is unlikely to turn Mexico only gas development and international major are needed, and only TV can lead to sustain Mexico oil production, which solves growth. That's carrying to also the centerpiece TV is the demand of the United States. The company left the U.S. and Mexico have only developed departing to found cost billions dollars. Dealing with capital accident depart most likely I've seen like to buy the U.S. allow like infrastructure. TV launching interregional forward offering launching increase the use of domestic production. TV experience and that causing increase helps in the release use pattern boosting domestic heat better circumstances much greater on the Mexican side border. Experience heat defining field Mexico needs new production. Develop offshore Russia, we diversify the Mexico oil for trying to eat that Mexico saying hybrid ICs working with payment to boost investment in Mexico production, provide useful commercial opportunities and blue commons, and the war to reverse causal or to the decline cause of Mexico economic collapse. Crashing back into said Mexico still out planning all these governments want to tell how to get it out. All 40% comes around. The payments of most more common. Employment 140,000 people also want to use the schools and the wars and show the fact that production rapidly declining cause of financial crisis. Mexico going to have to go to the U.S. Gulf of Mexico. Mexico everything financing to produce oil. Now Mexico economy key U.S. that's only interested in U.S. economic economy. Mexico 20 Mexico serving export expansion style. Who's going to know this opposite also to this economy in Mexico only deal with the American business showing free money Mentions the same U.S. shopping process. Then U.S. money eat that time. Who's going to global average coming around from West abroad. They hire more people coming to more production, more competitive. Use a real sort of less known life. Provide 8% value in the auto industry. Now competitive software power that's producing outside victory. That's gone to work life without any major stimuli power and possible product bank. Very great power to consolidate which you should say into Indonesia sustainability power. Now the US is key global economy that's capitalist outside. What's going to use the information economy. Economic goals worldwide. The global economy remains 160 years. Companies sell US, sell the company that sell the US. There's no other world economy. US doesn't drive global growth. This growth is not going to happen. Now economic least extinction. That's here's the roads into outside. Concerning global economy. Global violent economic and political become summarize. Will lead to lead to constellation, close by potential right here. Because the warning of industrial flight by place world creation lead escalating by the competence of research could be more protection goes as a road to a new mercantilist practice for South relating interstate common physical stability funding may be military the counterbalancing is likely to avoid doggy dog war. Now broad studies prove our argument roads into that saying you guys not make increase the likely extra common prices including miscalculation even the research reading pilot lithium permissive environment common expectation of the trading climate likely common increase the criteria restricted decrease your expectation you cannot apply liquid increase in like liquid pairs and diversity so that government have incentives fabric externally common perception that link independence with a decrease likely extra common focus on that naturally independent global independence and do not consider economic crisis. Now our method is the best as possible viable. We did not for. Go data determines the relative problems when we have positive safety. The problems that we follow our points in the left. We have to look at correlation, the effects of economic competitive force in common and full according to empirical study, exception around the world. This cannot be the empirical study visit. Catholic was beside the program. The evidence is much better than complete explanation. The it's not discussed around the world and people feel empirical research, social science, should be unreached. The rational test and support proposition than a hunting. Now contention to reach oil spills. We control you need is parents about to drill alone. They don't have the safety to prevent oil spill that shields and possible. Parents go along the same way to clear. Parents causing no experience, hard to find. The parents never oil commercial anywhere to deep water. It does not have an insurance policy, nor does that emergency measure. Does not fully violate the mental regulation on the U.S. prohibition drilling that's coming out. The last disaster is waiting to happen. Now the plan solves the liquid showing inspection and U.S. FT will solve oil spills as border crowds into also the Greenhill for the first time by showing special rates neither one authorized to oversee practice altogether. We're moving forward to ensure we have common safety program. Happens and that's sufficiently clear. Happens plans drill 6 more wells a year. That's including 12 and more than 6,000 people. War pension coming time possible wells greater. Happens not operated control how possibly between the wells. National establishments and common ability. United States coordination, sharing, communication, training, personnel, and equipment and technology are essential. Now that spills over into the entire Gulf of Mexico for Dolly outside. One of the common required to come stop common scale with the environment action. This means that common is the architectural standard, exploration and production. You see how the U.S. Mexico common with architectural standing only respect to transplant reserve. Now your facility arguments are not going to fly because the BP oils will put us on the brink. That's credit 2011. Discern push ecosystem over threshold. The ecosystem like the Gulf of Mexico stable state no longer cares if humans continue to be using and spread oil later. About drilling percent of money ecosystem have other facilities to spread oil spill. The Exxon values of the relative stable surface recently solar. Even so pockets of crude rates still remain so located. Damage continue. We should be very considerate for the Gulf ecosystem. The Gulf of Mexico environmental threshold reducing the resilience to disasters like the Deepwater Horizon spill. Now the Gulf is key to global biodiversity that's rendering South Asia. The Gulf of Mexico rich in biodiversity habitats coastal only NASA holds the agency turtle. The Gulf of Mexico circulation gives the biological importance. Water enters from the south and leaves through the northern Florida Straits. Oil will go in the Gulf Stream. House regulated climate west video. Now that causes extinction, clocking down in 2006. The 5% we depend on surrounding the very little private basin being full shelter the diverse ecosystem create air and soil and water we be ecosystem regulating climate as it destroys species and happen. We days produce climate lose the opportunity about new mass and can because very critically use so that protect their water, air, and regulating climate. Now that outweighs every other anti-Chinese 2000. For natural species extinction is forever. The ecosystem that you handle without recovery. Human extinctions are much more readily revived. Society should favor the environment over the culture. Decision allowed the extinction species or destruction of the ecosystem. Epitomize the irreversible and irretrievable commitment of resources. And natural extinction provides the baseline by which all other types of extinction should be judged. Nature farming to demonstrate even more genetic gains in nature farming. As for independence, have common awards advanced by first country to anti-golden shot. Species common that yields the greatest ecosystem of large animal that create utility about the human race, stereotype, flash, and house whatever ecosystem. The loss of biodiversity is the greatest problem facing humanity. If we cast a question that's contaminated without I just said in post grad as destruction that's how war state active pollution and economic class limiting the world conflict totality government.
So there are two versions of the bill. There's a version of the bill in the Senate and there's a version of the bill in the House. Which version of the bill is it?
We don't have to specify that. If you look at our plan text, we implement the version of the bill that was agreed with Mexico. Whatever council changes happen between the House and the Senate will be resolved by our plan text and implementation due to the council.
Is this a bill or an agreement, and what's the difference between the two?
It's not exactly a bill, it is an agreement. The difference is that there are multiple bills that shape the agreement that the U.S. is thinking about passing. The agreement that Mexico signed at Atlantic Cement is like one general idea. There are multiple bills in the U.S. House and Senate right now that are considered being passed.
What's the technical difference though between an agreement and a bill?
Well, I'm pretty sure you're about to read the Article 20 pick if I'm correct. Except the technical difference about that Article 20 is that there's a version that the House passed that has this thing that has an exemption for Article 20 in it, and the Senate version wants to get rid of it.
I'm not talking about Article 20. I just want to understand what the legal difference is between an agreement and a bill.
The legal difference. Yeah, sure.
So Obama has pushed the Transatlantic Hydrocarbon Agreement as an executive agreement. This means that the agreement has to be approved by Congress. The way the Congress approves that, we don't care. Our plan text just mandates that we implement
That's
the
fine.
agreement starting on February 20th.
Let's talk about the relations advantage.
Right.
Your Brzezinski evidence, I guess, says that the growing anti-Americanism in Mexico is resulting from America's economic protectionism and harsh immigration policies. How does the Aff resolve things like harsh immigration policies?
The harsh immigration policies are irrelevant because right now TBA is the defining issue in U.S. Mexico
Well,
relations.
that's not what your evidence says. Your evidence is the defining issue in anti-Americanism
Back
is
then.
immigration policies.
Back then.
So
the
your
difference.
evidence is
Right now,
too old to
TBA.
talk about what the defining issues are.
Okay, right now the defining issue, as our carry evidence says, is that TBA is a hot-button domestic political issue that takes courage for political leaders to address. Oil is
Great,
the only thing that
but
defines
your
U.S. political relations.
Brzezinski evidence is immigration policy is the main source of
Brzezinski
anti-Americanism.
evidence is not a piece of uniqueness evidence. That's an internal link saying that Mexico relations will
Right, and
overcome the drug
seems
cooperation.
just otherwise, but
Also, the
that's
Brzezinski
fine.
evidence, wait,
Let's
let me
talk
answer that
about
question.
spills
Brzezinski evidence
advantage.
is just naming some potential things.
What
in the
types of
regulation.
environmental regulations is provided by the agreement?
The environmental regulations to ensure that U.S. safety regulations would apply to Mexico as well.
Alright, your piece of uniqueness evidence says that the reason Pemex is going to increase its drilling status quo is because it signed the decision to drill the Maximo 1 well. They just decided like a few months ago that they're not going to drill there. Why is Mexico drilling that?
That's one well. The border cross evidence cites 6 wells that they're doing deep water Mexico. Also, we have a structural uniqueness claim that Mexico is running out of water, so that they're taking greater risks to try and find.
But they did take that risk, as proved by the fact they didn't drill.
False. Maximo 1 is one well. The rest of the Perito Belt, which they are drilling, will cause a spill.
Okay.
22 round 6.
Right? Ready when you are.
4 off, multilat, Pemex, spills. They have it.
Oh, two seconds.
Nikhil.
And then
Alright, is everyone ready?
Go for it.
Here, Reese. First off, is this ad agreement on Sierra Buddy Carver is coming now. This agreement comes down. The next episode will pass this critical achievement. The government running that will require Sierra. This year, this will take very long. Makes my health and happen. But agreement will all degrees of benefits. But in tomorrow, the great writing one will be used to short the parts of the flood in Washington with all the arms of the great fiscal part of Gill. The great fiscal part of Gill can't be in place. The plus maybe cutting the military research recruiting council of the enforcement of abandoned things. One per man being PC is key to unlock fiscal. Great writing said the economy, new country responses deal that happen to post them close to the close to the process. Fiscal sponsor advice to just present writing ships, holding ships, and just deliver fiscal passage of the opportunity to establish with the German will spread out the control of the big carries and one that give movement general force federal have to post separate capitalist protocol law give up off this short moving forward and bring also physical bonds and mind of that strong one also turn markets increasingly jittery and see the plan structure for backlash and process of verification requires presidential law for this 13 Congress of the government group and also discover possible one was being passed with that service about the legal concerns about whether agreement is treaty about as if state foreign communications also resolve to step for the proper the nation report making provision for reduce clarification to also be about that make sure to not consult them deal as you war there's a Berlin I love the premature company was facility systems involved using weapons against all destroying by classical economic systems, receptive crimes and possible peace homogenized off, and see this end. All trends indicate food prices are high, increasing agricultural success reverses that. This 1.411 will continue to increase the food prices, rise of stable farmers, and provide will also contribute to the farmers' success. It can grow prices, head of and food demand, and convince the price of the rise food price, both of those abilities and not a deep phenomenal flexible tilts, inherently trace effective line hills, and energize the fertilizers, and accurate restriction low food prices, the high oil prices, the same high food prices that's what content, and high oil prices place the content of food, the main of one was transportation cost, and high when it was expensive, the cost of food prices go up, and high food prices are spreading less than Russian agriculture, any silver prices less than the industry that's investing about, and a little bit of authorial food price corporation investing in before have the champion of replacement and official for target for longer by chapter Russian officials the national pledge from the country, and a world leading agrarian movement launch production, profitable investment will flow there, is the room for Russian James part production, the government launches the agricultural renovation, permanent food prices, does the rest investment in Russian prices little, attempted Russian agriculture because the lower food prices, but it is in further food price points, but even lower food by everywhere, your reason to 5 workers, so limit investment composition increasing, basic oil production with lower oil prices, global list, and have 12 rigs, next to the rigs, 7 on the list of world top of production, the less basic oil production, meaning high oil prices worldwide allowed, or investment in general oil companies, but also revise production habits, cautious, or capital prices. Maybe there was cross out the other part.
No.
Russia's transition from Russia's transition from old agricultural diversification and speeding up sustainability to the rest of the economy to the stabilized economy and following conservative regular agriculture sector trade and trade and market economies downward. The versus the world based on profit raw, which was five necessary for the field Russia solution to the achievement major problems in the world were so forward more broad based GDP versus the office of the investment options that can depend on the economy oil and gas sectors also work with her and where US LNG exports will apply pressure on Russia significant impacts on their economy that Schirmer Aff and 30 gas exports and vital Russia's economy traded over $64 billion in revenue to the US LNG exports will increase the price of Russia exports also expensive experts will increase the lower price of Russia's tip by loss value of Russian prices that cause these things to 99. If it turns right, the lowest price of points in Russia, economic rates will be a problem. This country clauses still more likely show Russia's government internal with the possible developments in fair China and under struggle with police that the neighbor damage also nuclear test over weather and violent degradation environment less legal law control of nuclear arsenal stores and Russian representatives the stores Americans equal price index out they did that. Capital inflows are declining, keeps inflation low, the pace of high that's a rate with governments rolls over capital inflation of temporary political resuming costs and public option making option of nature space smash consumer right inflation over the central price and which was trends and the strong currency doesn't even load inflation by still strong currency contract from Sticker weak data towards this economic growth is slowed and have the plan tries to revitalize the private international investments for energy sectors has represented 4.5 and so the current partnership with national trading international investment planning investment also the further development of commercial and development capital resource and investment over revenues in the plan the F capital inflow Japanese Mexican economy growth the difference in the 2K recent prices of Mexico people prices price international financial pressure about violence levels of capital inflow land make a viable national capital the region report the reversal associated with the volatile regional system damage financial prices versus financial flow rejected from banks the real economy diversity capital the also impact region from model volatility is Japanese investment growth employment the plan attracts violated private international investments in energy sectors that have represented 425 the posture also then relationship with also going market river the US with trading international investment also the risk of commercial by gain from capital resources tax office counterplay. Text the 50 United States entered an instant compact to implement the agreement with which put the United States and the United Mexican states in certain transparent hydrocarbon reservoirs and the Gulf of Mexico established rights on the agency to oversee the functionality implementations the compact the Catholic South Japanese Congress that's severe 11. City legislators during the time of advice on how to push back while remaining constitutional states will state compact states that are legally binding federal law by joining together with both state Congress separately they do not need Congress's consent but they of course also held within the common gentleman federal path they don't need that motion lab. Drug lines declining most recent evidence of Wall Street Journal 628 and drug-related kindness have increased and research drops over 18% in hope that the situation improve. They're all internally that taking headwinds to the government resources despite the drug war task will already solve this. The attendance was resources to these teams to strengthen law enforcement. There are need to monitor Mexico political police. The past reform was a great start. The results from for the challenges of proof of the force of capability. Mexico is becoming increasingly stable. That's fair and for a war drug system that has been a big success. Mr. Rise President for the reform Mexico's comment is moving into there's been no net immigration effects of Lazo means global binding climate treaties as Hague and Stanley need to rise the global deal to reform and employment and foreign policy, critical mobilize global industry, effective across also for 20 years, like the addition of part of the reason Copenhagen nurse and play was the rise of the gap in the world and needs international economic forces of other weather blind by the rhetoric foreign policy not to overcome the no borders for other there are nowhere partially more vital than climate and by it plus cause of global protectionism that's climate every rise in 297 Korea was all along likely to produce any effect for the US and capital of the world mobilizing the business community in order to enforce the base sanctions pressure and applies to the flow of structure when we help it to trade and that causes extinction that's called the United Nations will join the world trade organization world and equal world long nation are trading after meter distance and avoid war for global prosperity the common climate of the spectrum equal winter and emotional last themselves all board that's Robert 11 but maybe everyone should have been there says that history such that most multipolar zones of influence lead to one day of the war, the next 17th century, for instance, to plot into the superiority, Hollywood, more powerful, allied to life, they will trade began in earnest of the future force of Russia and COVID, and stimulus to the country, global security provided by private sectors, for actions, combination, mercenaries, insurance, wealth, and interest. Corruption, nationalization, makes family collapse, and never the plan doesn't overcome those Camaro and Tandy Camaro, the Pemex environment, dead and efficient, political range, the Pemex centers persistently lost Ross and Reich, sure, Pemex, and ability to the misspending, corruption, political sense of the constitutional provision, market like coming from received reflected investment systems, and fully companies, one of the more vulnerable, political rotation, the truth of the nation, the limit friction, shifting, legislation, decision making in the U.S., natural gas exports are high, self growth, there's definitely 7 to 13, the U.S. is the middle of the natural gas boom, shale increasing nations of the largest recovery. Cross out that card. Mexico economy projects to grow. That's been allowed to reform. That's offshore growth nationwide. But Mexico's economy grows flat to the U.S. Mexico economy will grow. Improvement of sustainability and exports and industries. That's now 130 is strong. But we expect growth the next year over 4%. Mexico growth is U.S. global economy's resilient increase for this, but that's barrages and 6. The U.S. global economy is table 10 to 30 beds when it goes into sustainable space. So March of the U.S. has been strong up. What? Has been shrugged off the struggling party of other direct terrorist groups. The state of the immune system was strong. Federal has added person management cutting experts with the card added race spills. Mexico shortly after foregoing David's Deepwater drilling process did their true expenses of the Canal X12. Depends to settle the 4 largest different races and races submarine races because the companies have ended up with drill races and relegated concern about Deepwater drilling and the given authority given a deposit or case constitutional lead to the fuel large scale near alternative. The agreement doesn't guarantee increases in safety standards this round and make them in 12. The TDA is intended to improve environmental safety standards with plain language. It makes no sense to guarantee Article 19 instruction adoption of common standards. That means effectively lower U.S. standards in the tier sectors given unrestricted plan pipeline causes habitat fragmentation, increases turbulence, and prevents species survival. There's no failures. And since fragmentation of prices word by trust regardless of divided practice or friends, they habitat losses from vacuum and take over effect. Species loss and reduce fewer species terms. There's 5 factors are no vulnerable. Activity goals is resilient to oil efficiency. It's important to add 48 goal from excellent much greater national ability to self and to previously deepwater bill without the flood by new transfer. Deepwater the population explosion of the bacteria actively using oil as a food source.
Let's first talk about the second dissent. Your card, your lane 11 card says that Russia is transitioning from oil to agriculture. Am I correct? Why is the lane 11?
The second card is high oil prices, sustained food prices.
No, the second dissent, the Delaney card. It says that Russia is transitioning from oil to agriculture, and the warrant for that is that agriculture prices are high right now, and oil prices are low. If oil prices are low right now, how does the plan change that?
That's not. It's about diversification. That because Russia sees other priorities, they're transitioning the basis for their economy from oil to agriculture.
Okay, so why will the plan result in Russia going back to oil?
No, that's not the argument. The argument is that when oil prices drop, that Russia will no longer see agriculture as a priority.
You sign a massive oil agreement.
So wait, when oil drops, Russia will not switch over to agriculture?
If oil prices drop, let me put it this way. The plan reduces oil prices, makes oil less profitable, while
The
Russia
plan results
invests
in
in oil.
an influx of oil and forces Mexico to rely on the oil as their basis of the economy instead of transitioning to agriculture.
Mexico? Did this talk about Mexico now?
The influx of oil results in a change in the way that Russia's economy flows because you result in the lifting of a moratorium on drilling the Gulf of Mexico.
So Russia uses oil, but they're not investing in oil. Why will Russia invest in oil if we drop prices and make it less profitable?
Because oil prices are on the same level as agriculture prices. When oil prices drop, agriculture prices drop because they already have the infrastructure for oil prices.
Right, that's not.
Oil as
Okay, the climate treaty term. What the hell is the link?
Multilateral. That effective multilateralism.
This card says that if you climate leadership leads to a treaty.
No,
How is the Aff?
effective multilateralism?
Let me put it this way: the Aff does more drilling. How do we lead to a climate treaty?
Because it gives the United States leverage in the international.
Where do you read a card from the U.S. is trying to make a climate treaty right now?
The Hague evidence indicates that a critical portion of multilateralism efforts will be a climate treaty. That
Okay, and how does
the
that
US
climate treaty
is scared
overcome
to
House
do that
Republicans?
because they
How does the
have
climate treaty overcome House Republicans who don't believe in global warming?
That is not, the Hague evidence precludes with the idea that if the U.S. had more influence in the international community, that their top agenda item would be a binding global
Really,
climate
read me
treaty.
a line that says the U.S. is pursuing climate treaty.
For the last 20 years, we have lacked the collective ambition required, but
Last
rather,
20 years.
what?
We didn't have an ambition for the last 20 years.
Because we didn't
Why is
have
that?
effective multilateralism. Otherwise, your Aff lacks uniqueness.
Okay, politics aside, the link It's based off of House Republicans, right?
House Republicans?
House
No,
Republicans.
it's based off a bilateral disagreement or
Who needs to vote for continuing resolution? Who opposes it right now?
Oh, you need to, sorry.
House Republicans, right?
House Republicans?
They passed the plan, all the backlash.
Yeah, they have a backlash over the idea of whether it's a treaty or an agreement. There's confusions.
What are the terminal impacts to the second you said?
Russia collapse.
Only Russia collapse.
It's going to be relations. Next bills, the relation the counterline, the food prices voted in the Senate. The overview under investment. What's the next bill's coming in the Senate? And then politics.
Repeat the case.
Cases, relations, Pemex, spills.
Okay, which dissents first?
This next first is the food prices.
Hey, do you have it on flash drive?
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
It is
Take a second, Brett. 2 seconds.
sounds like cute.
Yes, drug violence declined. The only reason for it is U.S.-Mexico cooperation. That's just uniqueness evident. The TB collapse in relations, and we are not going to be able to collapse the drug. And waiver the drug violence is going to come because Mexico's that's what the national for production or relations right now. If the U.S. balks on the agreement, the TB will cause a collapse of Mexican relations. And the Rubens, the reverse causal entirely right now. Now it's not Mexico is increasing its stability. That's also unique. That's for for the keeping international relations are not affected, then the drug violence will collapse. The stability going on, the status quo, all the alternative causes are destroyed because the U.S. Mexico will not be able to negotiate other agreements that help the stability on the next three cards. Linked together. There's no links to the climate treaty there. Things are talking about the U.S. climate treaty, which multilateralism is not going to be something. If Obama has been pushing this for a while, there's no reason why agreement with Mexico will be something. They have no specific avenues which you have to prefer. That Republicans will let a mitigation treaty until like in 12 refusal. You have people climate global climate treaty election review to see very little controversial climate policy emerging from Washington with from international climate action to move that use in the federal promise to try to get U.S. on board. Now relations all trade deficit with China boost overall Latin American relations. It's in Montreal 124. It's going to be Mexico available next for neighbors South position. Neutral in the merging markets commerce will dictate between the neighboring country. One of Mexico economy stable and more export possibilities, more investment win-win situation. Mexico will spread the Brazil Latin American largest economy investment in business. Mexico highly integrated with U.S. economy. Mexico is not compared to Mexico because approximately the U.S. chip economy cost of expanded versus trucking in Mexico. The U.S. must act soon. You can mark the card now. That's all for protectionism. This is Hopper in 10. The U.S. effort was not a kind of create political obstacle, protection, improving balance, economic stable, cultural policy maker to think about protection, state action, improving trade balance, protecting settlement, may increase return for preference, protection, that's to escalate by regulation by trade partner border, leaders are likely to get on use, passive future is protectionism, that multilateralism does so for U.S. cooperation, more multilateral institutions, able to create a system of interdependent, prevent countries from having any escalation to escalate or starting war in the first place. Going to Pemex corruption is not annual. After a use of Mexico energy for management, corruption will be thrown out and foreign direct investment will be able to cooperate with Mexico, so that corruption does not exist. Now Mexico is not Brazilian. This argument proves that the reform coming in Mexico right now is key to the stability and resiliency in the economy regardless. The plan that's not going to happen now. U.S. economy is not resilient. Extend Helmsburg, any U.S. economic miscalculation, terrorist conflict escalation. The U.S. economy is critical to based on Mexico. They are a third largest trade war, 2,000 miles. Will destroy the manufacturing sector and also collapse any other jobs in the United States. Going to spill advantage Mexico. Mexico is drilling right now. Literally, the card says that there is literally no options other than the deep water drilling right now. So even if they don't want to, they have to in the future. Also, Standard Shields evidence that they are willing. They have opened 6 new exploratory drills which are going to drill in the future. In the future stage, reduce sulfur spacing. One is going to be inspection because the U.S. are about to go into Mexican rigs. 2 is regulation because we provides that 3 is cooperation to join original pipelines. No pipeline is not needed because we are already building a pipeline. The plan is just an agreement to drill. No pipelines are needed now. The Gulf is never so the bacteria will die off because they have every new Gulf spill is exponential proliferation of bacteria causing monoculture, which kills it anyway. Also, they cannot eat the underwater world. Deep water will spill is key. Now go on to the capital permutation to votes. Permutation to the capital 50 state fiat is going to be a voter because it's illogical mode of decision making. You cannot link together 50 state. Also, no solvency advocacy is a voter is a principle and make it alter artificial net benefit which kills the logical decision making. Common advocacy is killed. Crossroads clear. It's an executive agreement with a foreign country which the 50 state cannot go into. This is a terminal solvency deficit that they cannot solve for it. Also, it's not going to solve for relation because Obama is the one who has to push for the TV instead of pushing it onto the states not onto the food prices. They said prices will inevitably stay high for oil. This is hunger and not for the spread of violence. Fear will spill even eliminating definition to the original countries. Given the oil neighbor to be United Country will be escapulated. President heading Ohio more than 110 on August 28th. Is driven by the fear of pricing for the investment by their fight. Including not any other energy bills solve for that perception. This is all over 16 American on the path to overtake Russia in 2050. We will become the largest oil producer. Surpass Saudi Arabia thanks to technology and scale. So double-digit growth in House passed Offshore Energy Jobs Act and legislation will find on scrapping road decided this 5-year average of oil. Finally, still estimating 255 billion barrels of oil, 7.5 trillion cubic feet. No impact on international markets. Barnes, 11 decline of Mexico oil production is likely to have dramatic impact on international petroleum market. There's already a short to medium risk of situation. Still in mark the card there. Now, no links to revolution. No link. The system is 425 recover oil links to 1.7 trillion. Pump gas to 4.3 trillion. Recover so more than 500 year track hydrocarbon green. These oil is so low will lead to level revolution hydrocarbon. Now, the low oil prices are key to Russia's economy. This RTT news flow of low oil is going to boost Russia's oil prices. Driving within Russian media to government will be forced to perform growth and hampered. Now, go on to the overheat. This said capital inflations are rising right now in Mexico. The capital inflation increase in Mexico will come already starting inflation investment 200 billion in global liquidity improvement. The financial market have already been districts on penny appreciation for any that's already now new game investment in West Mexico is already high. White House, the United States Mexico economic relations trade investment flows that control violence after $500 billion. The 2% green on the deep for country for going close. The economic relations for going up the zero fostering economic development. Now oil is key to peso stability. This is more than 1 by 11. Oil is essential for the national treasury. Just generally 50% connects with account for 40% oil along the river that Singapore hard currency provide economic oil or provide the last gap of the financial sector, such as the 1994 peso crisis. Oil were already quite significant as collateral is roughly 20 billion US. Now FDI is key to it. Mexico grows goals in 11. FDI can be one of the driving forces of social development. They have provided national fuel, capital, technology, medical. They have already led a major exports economic transformation growth makes the country. They have to approach macroeconomic structural factors, free trade, keeping away rent growth, temperature switch, inflation, having concept Mexico globalization after election, GIA for exposure and FDI could prosecute associated with growth and now relations solved for bioterrorism, Australia, 11 trade and emergency funds, financial and US Mexico paramount, trade relations with US Mexico relation, epidemic spread, lack of preparedness must be addressed with bioterror, causing extinction of money for Merhol 7.3, given the rate of violence to make a discovery of the near future, to create a human race, potentially handful of individual sites to strengthen the right correlation between healthy and healthy acceptable and ability solid back on terrorism and seems like that sometime in the near future, small and attempt will go overcome defense creation seems to be virtually starting to go into politics.
Go back onto the food this already discarded.
Climate change doesn't need food prices right in Let's say here in 13, drops right in the typhoon, hurricane on the full day, super temperature, profit, water future, climate stuff is volatility, every erotic water can see an impact, and sugar food, high prices, at least a loss of 1/4 of the country. Once if we go on to politics, won't pass, new version gets shot. This is the title, 18 to 2% of left distracted would be able to defund Obama, privilege to continue resolution, the Senate would likely spread, and tend to have a raising the possibility of confrontation, early phrases rejected last week, conservative would have 2 bill per conservative for us to have little effect and enacted agenda opposition. Obama won't pass internal GOP division, as a sergeant, 12% of the conservative recently putting the right to get into a supported bill against the GOP leadership and the Republican open because the Republican forces leaders will put the bill on the floor. The Democrats conservative will support the Republican. We have to vote for a law banner which kills the bill to government. Washington 918 Republican leaders pass the conservative ban to trigger Obamacare from the strike fiscal plan because resolutions likely dead on arrival in the Senate. Definitely about to energy policies all already key to the continuing resolution granted 120. If the president goes back to the nation so trouble with the fiscal situation he needs to pass with all he spent much of re-election. Get the theory that the power of the promise of focus would energy for the presented team of the private country turn out about customer work was allowed to create energy policy for other range of good more Australia area because of what he would have plenty to support oil and Obama goes well the plan is 425 in a unity oil industry and Obama industry are eager for Congress to approve the Congress to pass a legislation as quickly as possible. That's key to CR left illegal 11. Why did I write a call for elimination of alternate energy time? Why did GOP prefer to energy innovation? The answer is the same reason why GOP voted on giving oil companies a subsidy while taking action to the rest of the federal budget. It has everything to do with winners win Harris. It's just a winning Obama because there's on the second term vote winning on the take calculate for the number known my capital that change calculate all the activities it's bandwidth. If I go on to the camera, conditionality is voting interpretation pre-round condition causes late development which prevents the interpretation of good evidence that's key to clash in decision making and debate.
Politics. Your oil lobby's key to CR is from this website called Left of Legal. Can you tell me about this website?
Yeah, the FDL, which is the website is actually working on, is a
It's from my.firedog.link.
Yes, that's the, what's the blog called? It's a political blog that talks about current events.
Really?
Yes.
Firedog link?
Yes.
Okay.
You can search it up.
I'm just making sure. Let's talk about the one pass argument. Boehner switch, the Berman and Watson card.
Correct.
What about Boehner is critical to? It says that it indicates that Obamacare is a major contention argument.
No, Berman and Watson card is talking about how Boehner was cooperating with the administration before on passing.
So why did he not?
House Republican leader vowed to conservative ban. Boehner has switched his side and now is supporting the House Republicans, putting Obamacare with the.
So it's contention over Obamacare.
What?
So it's contention
about
over
Boehner's leadership. Boehner's leadership was
Hey
crucial.
Michael,
in that passage.
could I also get the 2 add-ons that were in the
Yeah.
speech document,
The
please?
first add-on was on case.
Right.
The second add-on I will.
Obamacare. Okay.
Can you give me the flusher?
There you go. Food prices.
Yes.
The under 9.4 evidence indicates that it's inevitably high because of instability within the Middle East.
Correct.
Do you have any evidence that the Middle East is critical to global food prices?
This is about oil prices.
It says, the Middle East is critical to global oil prices when our internal link is based off of Mexico drilling increases oil prices.
This is a uniqueness card. Instability in Syria and the Middle East means that oil prices are volatile and high right now.
So it's a volatility argument, not a
It's both.
high argument.
The statistics are saying that the oil prices are high and they're not going to come down anytime soon.
Let's talk about case. The treaties are inevitable regardless of the Aff. The shipment evidence indicates that.
Well, we didn't read that.
We did not read that card.
On the in the highlighting, if there's green and yellow, do you read? Which one do you read?
Green.
Green. Okay,
Unless there's only yellow.
that's fine. On the overheat dissent, could also get that card on there as well, Michael.
What card?
extra part that you read on food prices, sorry. On the overheat just said capital inflows and inflation for GARA evidence seems to indicate that it would mean that Mexico's economy would never be high because there are large capital flows.
Can you repeat that question?
Sure. If your premise advantage is based off of investment critical to Mexico's economy, and you read cars saying that capital inflows and inflation are rising now,
I see where you get that.
Where is that
However,
different?
Advantage is very specific, talking about investment in the oil sector. Pemex says 42% of government revenues funds everything from government projects to education.
so what do you think that your GARA evidence is talking about when it comes to investment in Mexico being high now?
I don't know, the manufacturing sector, maybe the Mexico's economy is just.
It says this trend has underpinned appreciation of the peso by increasing the value of Mexican oil. So it seems to be talking about oil prices.
I
And
don't see
that
the word oil in
Pemex.
here. I don't see the word oil in here. Physically, no one can invest in Pemex right now without giving a huge.
If you read a
concession.
non-unique
No one
investment
can.
with Mexico is high now, isn't that another reason why investment is high with them and the reason why their economy wouldn't collapse?
Advantage is specific about Pemex investment.
And food prices card back.
With the add-on?
Did you give him the add-on?
It's under the overheat, just aware of it.
All right, sure. Thanks. Gabe,
Yeah,
you didn't flash us the add-ons.
it's under the overheat. As we said, at the bottom.
Isn't it 2AC down?
No, it's not.
It's called 2AC. I resaved the 2AC.
Yo, you resaved it?
Yeah, you should open that up again.
Where's the other add-on besides the Iowa campaign?
The protectionism,
Yes.
that's on the case that was flashed over to you on the original 2AC.
a little further. Stop right. Watch right. Order, states, relations, Pemex, oil.
States the case.
Yep. Okay, you ready? Canada plans all case better than the after the states have the jurisdiction experience interact Mexico and all area state actions holding more individual policies all places place. States interact better with Mexico without federal municipal operation federalization led experience to the states without congressional involvement with play 3. Neither Mexican volunteer strokes connected with the mission to work with territories with level 6 2 of the trade office use government all take off the no trade relations with Mexico and not borders within the state jurisdiction there is no indication state tax was stopped the federal mission taken to Mexico was right next door to use embassy federal president to the state office selling to the DC Department of Trade mission all village tax trade mission military federal sponsorship relations to tax Mexico from world relations between the United States federal government support the entry of central government and new sole suggested state action is uniquely situated for federal actions working one states can subject the first in the federal government to different the religion state and new just do they just succeed as the media states to cut out completely decided their lines of strength against the large in the nation and to reshape the national agenda to federal government with the activity for the active government and national federal procedure within the laboratories of experimentation and states and found with valid purpose first and they dropped it that states that this kind of plan is done through interstate common plan tells the other kind of plan and what's interstate common resolves every single federal key warrant they've made a uniform in the kind of plan which secure the regionalized organized policy states work together and what b single act of the kind of plan is to formalize regulatory agency oversee the combined to each state and what's supposed to see jurisdictional issues states work together across state lines and what kind of issues like state instant common violation range state overreach deep federal law the kind of plan is treated as federal law which takes out their elements so when a comment supported by Congress or Congress has repeated treated those Congress implemented the kind of plan has the effective delegation the kind of plan church authority of the plan that states Greenhill 10. Interstate commons notes under the title state commons federal power title state never use interstate commons explicitly circumvent existing regulations regional adoption and also have used interstate commons this manner to come to a wide variety of every from the energy the environment and the common maximum of adopted and equal commerce ability the equivalent to the regulatory authority to every body self common those interstate commons in which the supposed to make device as regulating to the federal government and first, states according to both it's linked to the politics that'll be later. It's essentially to know the overall obviously the plan will overcome any population count on this from capital service. This service of federal action services is about to encourage argument responsibility that hurts with argumentation advocacy because outside of debate space if for pressure to things like to pressure the government that means whenever held to a concrete advocacy which means you can't change things and there's no salty advocacy whatever there's no red line for what salty advocates and requiring them to have salty advocacy kind of decreases or argument innovation IRB to the impact obviously above the because forcing our arguments to be the same arguments as everybody else decreases our ability to generate things that count on for own first and for next they say that we can solve the relations advantage with states consent international agreements to interstate commerce in period from the Vulcans 713. They not it's going to expand the state board law to now support this common agreement. State legislature found overly paper back and the assembly allowing interstate commerce agreements with these outcomes as well as state AGCC or NGC the common agreement and separate level of with sovereign tribes from state governments and legal areas resulting from jurisdictional overlap give states the opportunity to assert their role in national politics. Their respective jurisdictional issues is allocated and is not taken into account current legal climate. Study 9. The question of whether the United States violated the outcome federalism draft to the court held that it could answer to the governments where it is exclusive and non-allocated to birthday. Line drawing no longer captures the nature of American governments when the federal state jurisdiction could never know level loss fragmentation allows for birth use, law regulation when the people think child federal support occurs, international law also makes case to the court system who knows of the state level of local governments. States all soft power and international law they control the voice and parents use foreign policy abroad. More than one of the past states is accordance with the United Court involved with the protests involved with testify they can use state level stepping stone for setting the national agenda. States are voice during process of the next four policy makes states for contemporary and state class effect and the national levels increasing coming across the world. These states saying the US states and first and the next state if you get us vote can't find this legitimate first is add skills first support forcing the applicants federal care warrants courage development of better research and plan policies by those coming accommodate advocate ideas are enough in Congress key to social change avoiding lack of planning because poor policies like a raw tooth for the word federal and there is some mandates discussion of division of authority is a key political problem. There's no site there, but I just want sorry, it's Encyclopedia 1. The federal government is unique states, political problem, federal system government likely allocated with authority, and through discussion of state laws, critical to understand foreign policy, their interpretation, the debate effective policy discussions ignores a critically understood area. It's place 3. It is crucial to understand how states and policy effects government state common global policy and the international rights sets all levels of governance, but the most developing role of U.S. states foreign policy is understudied. You have a tendency to just become one of those forces that comes to place down there, overlooks it's going to have to dictate on governments rather than governments pushing there and the policy for input costing, working out to reach every strategic plan, encouraging more holistic person of information, encourages better reach practice, critical thinking, requires more precise plan writing. 5 Netflix, there's an app, 5 to appeal to 2 hours select effect on the judges sitting in the block on the topic of particular hard to be neg on the topic of CH 6 rest products doesn't apply to they can have multiple actors with care reason they can have different reasons to list a single actor also on complex laser reason actors 7 is not voicing a respect the argument not the team I can understand the game's standards here so to know that and new linear extrapolation next page. I'm going to go ahead and answer their ads here. Do no effect by no acquisition labor 266. The first thing is time numbers out by what term the following countries have done. So we mentioned how to treat terrorists, the nation terrorists from by what's the clean out or the bills and easy government fixing affairs. The nation pathogens to the leading staff of the bills and the blood and terrorists. The forces of the sometimes as well to spread multiple by terror. Example, next is they see